The Wingfeather Saga is coming out in 1 week, and to show my support, I'm going to attempt to create a piece of fan art inside of Blender and composite it all together inside of FX Imerge Pro in less than 1 day. So let's hop on the computer and dive in. So a while back, the guys at Shining Owl Productions put out this design for people to use as inspiration for their own fan art. It includes a front and side perspective of the proportions of a Fang of Dang. So what I am thinking for this project is to sculpt a Fang of Dang based on the designs in this PDF. So I imported the two images into Blender and aligned them up with a cube that I would use to model my character. I then began to block out the basic shape of the body by chopping up and extruding faces of the cube. Okay, it doesn't look great, but hopefully some sculpting will fix that. I've seen some people who can just take a sphere or something and perfectly recreate a movie character or something like that. I don't have that kind of experience, but let's see what I can do. So I added a multi-resolution modifier and dynamic topology, and I got to work to make this look a bit more like a Fang of Dang. I added a tail, fangs, and claws, and I ended up with this. Let me add some eyeballs real quick. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is actually one of the best 3D sculpts that I personally have ever done. But of course, it still doesn't look that good. I'm just not very good at sculpting. I'm not gonna go through retopology because that would take forever for something that already doesn't look super amazing. And hopefully we can fix it a little bit in post. So we quickly added some materials, added a camera, and rendered out the image, and now it's time to take it into Imerge Pro to do some compositing. Now this was my first time ever using this software, but luckily I was able to get the hang of it pretty quickly since I've been using FX Home's video editing software, HitFilm, for many years. So currently there's nothing in this picture other than this poorly sculpted Fang. So I went over to the Wingfeather Saga website and grabbed this background painting of Glipwood Forest. I threw it into my Imerge project and got to work compositing the two images together. This is actually a similar method for how the visuals in the Wingfeather Saga TV show are being made. The characters and certain props are CGI, while the backgrounds, extras, certain creatures, and other elements are hand-drawn or painted. The CG and hand-drawn images are composited together to create the final image. So that's why I chose to make my fan art in this style. I painted over a few areas in my sculpt where it looked really janky, and then after some final color grading, my fan art is complete. I was definitely able to get it to look a little bit better with some clone stamp brush and adding in the background, but of course the professionally modeled and rigged fangs from the actual TV show look 10 billion times better. If you've never heard of the Wingfeather Saga, I would definitely encourage you to go check out the trailer. It comes out on December 2nd, which is literally 1 week away, and I guarantee you, you're not going to want to miss it. It is 100% free to watch on Angel Studios and YouTube, so there's no reason for you to not watch it. Also, check out my video where I got to ask a few questions to the executive producers of the series, J. Chris Wall and Andrew Peterson, the author of the original series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy late Thanksgiving.